Today we're gonna talk about character carrying in fighting games. I know it's a sensitive topic, some people get really defensive about this, but in my opinion your character selection absolutely matters. Carrying here doesn't mean that the character is doing all the work, but it means that it's at least helping you in a certain regard. And I know that for the most part when people talk about character X is carrying so hard, they mean that they are top tiers, so the player is getting an easy win. But in reality I think there is a lot of different types of carries, and we're here to discuss them. The first type are what I would like to call single player characters, and these are characters who are able to force a situation upon the opponent, and at that point it comes down to a guessing game. It doesn't really matter like who you're fighting, which characters you're using, or what are their skill level. It's binary guess. Will they guess right or will they guess wrong? And obviously if a character is strong, then they will have easier time being able to apply that guessing situation. And unfortunately these are pretty common in Street Fighter V. The second type I like to call the rare low tiers, and these are characters who are not very common. You will run into them once every blue moon, you will not know what you're doing or have any idea about how the matchup is supposed to go, and then you will get destroyed. And this can be seen in the character stats as well, because you will find that characters like Fang, Lucia, Rose, they have the most wins from Diamond to Warlord, because the players don't run into them often and you don't know what to do. And if you're someone who are using these characters and you fight an opponent who's complaining that you're using them, you can just tell them this:
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Before I get into the final types, there was one that I considered adding but I decided against it, and these are the lag monsters, characters who do really well in lag. Street Fighter V is known to have spotty netcode at best, so we will run into laggy matches often, and just by the nature of their toolkits, some will do better than others in laggy situations. But I wanted to keep this video focused on gameplay elements, and I don't really want to consider a lot of external factors, so I scrapped it at the last minute, but I figured why not talk about it as a kind of a dishonorable mention. But for the last spot, obviously we got the top tier heroes, characters who are very powerful and are very meta. Like I said, a lot of people will get sensitive if you talk to them and tell them that their characters are top tiers. They will think that it discredits them as a player, but I don't really think about it that way. Obviously if you are competitive, if you are serious about winning, you will want to use the tools that give you the best chance of doing so. There is nothing wrong with that, in all honesty. Thinking that it somehow discredits you is kinda childish. Yeah, these characters are good, they will give you an easier time of winning if they are your type, if they are characters that are playing to your strengths. If that's the case, then you will do amazing with them. And that is pretty much it for today's video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you think that I missed any type? I would love to hear it. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.